Hey everyone, Lord Josh here. Welcome back to my weird and wonderful wardrobe. Night clubbing has always been about decadence, indulgence, celebration, pleasures of the flesh. For many, it's a time to let the mundane mask of everyday life slip away and just for one night, let out the wild side. A massive aspect of the nightlife culture, aside from the music, strobe lights and dancing, are the party outfits, a way to express one's own unique image. Back in the very late 1980s to 90s, there was a craze spreading throughout certain areas of Europe. No, it wasn't modern talking or Europop, those were huge, but I'm talking about another craze, the disco blazer. This unique high-end blazer was the ultimate status symbol for the ultra-high-end nightlife scene. They originally began life in 1989, worn mostly by European singers whilst they were performing. Stars such as Engelbert Humperdinck and Tony Christie. They gradually found their way into the general public and they became hugely popular in places like Germany, the Netherlands, France, Denmark, Italy, Austria. They never really made it to the UK or the US, at least not in a big way. The original disco blazer had several distinctive styling cues. Firstly, the fabric was always shiny, metallic, smooth and reflective. It bounced the light in a really desirable way, making it perfect for nightclubs. Fabrics consisted of silk blends, mohair and polyester. This fabric here is very luxurious, it has a nice weight to it, keeps its shape very well. The European disco blazer was always made in several shades of silver, never gold. It could be worn by both men and women with very little differences in the way that each sex would wear it. My disco blazer has a shiny finish with a darker stripe going across the fabric to add dimensions to the piece. Most blazers had either stripes, dots or dogtooth patterns. No matter the pattern, the shine factor had to be there. They were instantly recognizable by their boxy, loose-fitting shapes. Disco blazers of the late 80s and early to mid 90s were made in accordance to the power suit that was in style back then. The power suit had one goal, to make the wearer look larger, more imposing and broader, to exaggerate the wearer's proportions in order to give every person an Adonis-like physique, no matter what they look like. Big padded shoulders, a full cut to add the illusion of weight and size to the body. Large peak lapels, as you can see right here, which emphasize the angular nature of the blazer. You could land a plane on these babies. Disco blazers were usually double-breasted, which gives a very masculine shape and a powerful silhouette. The very desirable deep V shape that you see here was a trademark feature of an original disco blazer. It was common to see the 6-button arrangement on the double-breasted styles, usually made of horn or in my case metal. Back in the late 80s there were two different types of disco blazers. The full-length style that you see Engelbert rocking here, or the crop style that I'm wearing. Both were immensely desirable. The cropped ones had the advantage of making the wearer look taller and allowing the hips to be shown off, great for the dance floor. The boxy square cut also had a practical purpose. Although disco blazers were influenced by American and Italian business suits, they were the exact opposite in terms of mood and tone. Whilst the business suit is seen as serious and conventional, discos are playful, sexy, sleek and stylish. As the night went on, it was common for the wearer to unbutton the blazer, allowing the tie and shirt to be seen more easily. Back in the day, a person would allow the blazer to do the talking and to keep everything else classy but restrained. Some classy black trousers with black dress shoes, although on occasion I have worn silver shoes myself. I do like the contrast of the black and silver. The relaxed tailoring allowed for dancing and partying, freedom of movement, which is the whole purpose of the blazer. It's supposed to make you feel empowered, relaxed, and in charge. They are extremely comfortable to wear as they are designed primarily for fun. I've been to so many parties and events wearing this, and I can honestly say every single time I wear it, I get asked the same question. Where did you buy that gorgeous blazer? I feel like a king in this thing. And the best part is, I know that nobody in the whole club or restaurant will be wearing anything like this. So if you're like me, you enjoy exclusivity and rarity, you get a kick out of being the nonconformist, then these blazers are perfect for standing out in the crowd in a classy and elegant way. Back in the day, the blazers were only worn by club royalty. If you were doing well for yourself or you wanted to show the world your affluence in a tasteful way, this is how you do it. Prices for disco blazers when they were new varied quite a bit. The high-end ones, such as mine here, would cost upwards of £2,000, but if you manage to find one on a vintage site, which is extremely unlikely, as this is the only one I've ever found, then buy it immediately. You won't regret it. The disco blazers dominated the Euro club scene from '89 roughly to about 1995, until they went out of style and largely haven't been heard from again. As the fashion world moved over to tighter, closer fitting garments in much more conservative styles, gone are the padded shoulders, shiny fabrics and huge lapels. Now men's suits look more like wetsuits with no presence, dull and forgettable. They have lost their imposing factor, but it's not all bad because the disco blazer later on became the party blazer, which I really love. This is an example of a modern version of it. I think this looks pretty awesome, but the original will always be king. I think it's high time we got back to the classic styling. So thank you for watching. I will see you soon for more videos from my weird and wonderful wardrobe. Take care.